Right, hi guys, Joe here. So I'm going to show you a brief once over of the bag just to show you what I've been doing and what I put on there. So let me just show you the bag first. This is mine. So this is something I put on. This isn't from Savotta. This is a Savotta Jääkäri large bag. I got this off the Facebook group. It was pretty much new and I paid $165 for it, which I thought was a good deal. So you have the Polymath Products glow patch on there, which I use. So I put my bag down, I can find it again. It is dirty, it is mucky. I have been taking it out and using it. So you have the webbing on the front. Back here, in the videos I've shown, this is where I put my cook set separated from the main compartment, and you tie the little drawstring in here so nothing falls down. Again, it's a bit mucky. That's how I put my straps so they don't dangle. If you see any of these little loops here, those are mine. They don't come with it. I just put them on so I can put something on the bottom of the bag if I wanted to. On the side here, this is the 4-liter pouch. So I have a 4-liter pouch on one side and a 6-liter on the other. That's good enough for me. The 8 and 10 is way too big for this bag, but that's something I bought separately and then paid full price for. On the back, you have these very comfortable straps. I'll get into all the specs in a second and I'll give you my opinion on it. I haven't had any problems with carrying this, even with my bad back. It's been fine. You know, the waist belt was in the right spot for me. That is adjustable, but you know, it's fine. I do use it, and the webbing is really good all around. So like I say, this thing is bomb-proof. It is really dirty. I should probably clean this, but so it has gotten a few wears out in the woods with it. So like I said, that's a 4, that's a 6. So if you're curious on how far the 6 comes down, that's where I want it. I really didn't want it touching the floor. The 10 does go down to the bottom, but I think the 6 is just good enough for me. I'll probably get my cook set in there. Like if I was going to bring a couple of bottles of water, you can fit 2 bottles of water next to each other in that pouch. So that's good. All my webbing excess is strapped back up, so there's nothing hanging off, which I find really annoying. So I hate straps, loose straps, so I always do that. But this is, like I said, this bag here is not new. There's a lot of reviews on it now, but let me just go through the specs with you, and I'll tell you my opinion on the specs. Right, so now let's talk about the specs here. So the capacity, it says 55 liters. You can definitely do more than that. I've carried a day trip of stuff for myself, plus kind of a half load for my missus when she comes out with me. So it's an extra hammock, extra underquilt, extra food, water, all that kind of stuff. And that's held fine. Plus, you see you can add a 6 and a 4 to this. So it's an extra 10 liters right there. Dimensions is 65 by 31 by 22 centimeters. The weight is 2.38 kilos. 2.38 kilos empty, which this bag on its own is a little bit heavy, so it's not built for lightweight people, but it is tough. I had no issues carrying it. So the material is 1000D Cordura. So again, this is where the bomb-proof tough material comes from. Has a frame. An internal frame is aluminum tubular frame, which this one I was lucky enough to it came with it, so that's fine. The hip belt is adjustable from 70 to 140 centimeters, and also comes with a 5 years warranty. So that's all pretty cool. It has a roll top closure with a floating lid. So on the back of it, you have these 2 adjustable bits here, so that can raise the height of this, so you can overfill it if you wanted to. Again, because it's roll top here, so this to get filled quite a lot. That is your little for your bladder if you want to do a water bladder there. But you're talking, you know, it does give you a lot of extra space. Bottom zip for the compartment. I mentioned that already. I told you to put my cook kit in there mainly because that's what I use when I get there. Full MOLLE webbing and mulliger setup, which is, yes, true. There's MOLLE everywhere in this bag. You have side compression straps, hydration bladder pocket, I just showed you that, and heavy duty buckles. Yeah, the buckles are really good. They're really tough. They're not like buckles you get on a normal pack. They're definitely more beefy. Some said they're cold weatherproof. Don't know about that, but that's what they said. For loads, it has internal frame supports even heavy loads. It does. I have a bad back. I mentioned it numerous videos. With the weight belt, the weight was on my hips instead of my lower back. The shoulder straps are padded and a padded waist belt, which is true. I really got to clean that. It looks filthy. Yeah, so again, it carries everything I need. 55 liters. Would I've gone medium? I'm not sure. If I would go out all the time, and if I would have picked one, it probably would have been medium. Let's just say it that way, because this one was second hand. It was large. Now, because I carry for 1.5 people, the best bag for me would have been large. But you know, if I didn't have to carry the extra stuff, I probably could have got away with a medium. It says comfortably handles 20 to 25 kilos when adjusted properly. So yeah, there's plenty of adjustment straps on it, stuff like that. Weather resistance fabric and PU coating. Now this is where my con comes in. So when I had the bag loaded up and it's on my back, when you're walking and you hear like this, like a squeak, and I think it's the PU coating inside the fabric, because it doesn't seem to be the buckles. It just seems to be the material rubbing against what's inside of the pack, and it's like a squeaking noise when you're walking. That's the only con I have for this bag. That's the little annoying bit, because it's like right in your ear. Seams are yeah, so you need a rain cover for this, which I have. Has drain holes in the pouches, so that's good if you throw anything in there wet. I usually keep a pouch on the outside for my tarp, so if it does wet, at least it's not with everything else. That's it really in a nutshell. I don't want to get too heavy into the specs, but that's pretty much all you need to know for this pack. I know there's probably like 50 or 100 videos on this, because this is not even the new one. The new one, Cantamis, I think it's called. That's their newer, upgraded version. So everybody's on the bandwagon for that one. Like I said, if this one wasn't in the trade group for secondhand, I probably wouldn't have bought it, because new, it's just too much money for me. It's like 300 plus pounds. I mean, the side pouches, they were, I want to say 15 each. I can't remember, but they weren't cheap either. I forgot the price on them, but so yeah, so it's a good bag. I like it. This is going to be my regular go into the woods bag. I have a lot of packs. I have a lot of packs and a lot of knives. Those are my two probably hang-ups. I like a comfortable pack, and I like a knife with a good handle. So this is going to be my woods bag for the upcoming future. I do have one other backpack to test out, and I bought that one simply because A, price, B, reviews, and C, the looks. But I'll show that in a different video. But this one, I want to focus on this one. So this is my Bushcraft bag for the woods for the moment. I'm going to try to get everything black so it all matches up, minus the glow-in-the-dark tag. But let me know what you think. Do you like the Savotta Jääkäri line? Like I said, this is a large, and I like it. But except for I can get past the squeaking. You know, for the price, that's fine. I'll take that for make it cheaper. But let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Do you like the Savotta brand? Do you get on with them? Do you want to see more videos about this bag? Let me know in the comment section down below. In the meantime, please like, share, subscribe. Check out this video when you can. Thanks guys for watching. I'll catch you next video.